Hi, everybody. This is Laura. So happy to be with you this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have a couple of people in the queue tonight. It's not that busy right now, but who knows? It's always very unpredictable and usually very, very busy. Just a couple of housekeeping things, and then we'll go right to the phone lines tonight. I don't have a lot to talk about as far as the focus of subject goes, but I do have a focus subject. So I'm not going to take that long to go through it. There's a website for the show, and it's called spiritmediumtv.com, and there you can find a myriad of resources, one of which is to watch me in front of a camera. There's a live video feed there. If you like to watch the show, you're invited to go to spiritmediumtv.com. And also you can get a discount on a private session with me. I call that the free for me. Use radio show key when you're booking your private session at booklaura.com. That is described on spiritmediumtv.com. So that's use radio show key when you're booking your private session at booklaura.com, and you will get a third more time free than that for which you paid. So if you paid for 30 minutes, you'll get 10 more minutes free. That's 40 minutes for the price of 30, as an example. And what else do I have going on over there? If you want to make a donation to jump to the top of the queue, I call that the 8 No Wait, and that is also described there. And on that page, spiritmediumtv.com, you can go ahead and make that donation, which goes to help animals, as that is my charity that I donate to every month for my particular tithing, if you will. It's important to give back, and tithing is a spiritual law. Did you know that? Yeah. When you give 1/10 your income, you are showing the universe that you're giving, and you will receive back. So it's give. If you give, you will get. Give and get. It's a law of reciprocity in a spiritual context. The law of reciprocity. Ha 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 ha. Think about that, everybody. Another way to put that is what goes around comes around. If you ever thought it wasn't true, it is true. I love spiritual law because to me it is the most, it's the way things work, the way the energy of the universe works, like cause and effect or karma works, is what spiritual law is all about. And law of attraction, which a lot of people have heard about, is only one little teeny itsy bitsy part of the law of attraction. I mean, the laws of spirit, rather. Law of attraction is a teeny weeny part of the laws of spirit. So if you're ever wondering why one law is not working, it's because you're not working in concert with all laws. And that's what I usually write about, and that's what I usually talk about on this show. But for some reason or other, Spirit doesn't want me to talk about that. I haven't had anything to write about, boo-hoo, in that area. But I did create an article, and it is a kind of a focus subject. I'm not going to go into detail, but it's all about, it's so bizarre, how to get rid of under eye bags if you have them. I wrote an extensive article on that with a 3-pronged approach. One is actual things to put under your eyes, like creams and supplements and what have you. The second is diet and how that would affect you. And the third one is literally facial exercises that can help eliminate bags under the eyes. So I've been doing them, and I hope I look good from doing them. I was getting rather baggy because I had a big birthday this past Sunday. Yes, I did. I had a big birthday. I won't tell you what it is. Suffice it to say, I've been looking at the bags under my eyes and wondering, are they getting worse or not? And they were. So anyway, that motivated my looking into this. And that's the kind of person I am. When I have something that's not working, I always try to figure out why and then come up with a solution. Gee, that's kind of like the work I do, right? Except when I work with you guys, I work with spirit. They're the ones giving the answers. So what we're going to do, rather than do a full focus subject, is I'm going to go right to the phone lines. But we have to do a prayer, energy connection first. And then I will use one of the callers, perhaps, as part of a focus subject. Don't get shy. Okay, so everybody sitting and listening, everybody in the audience, whether you're calling in or not, you are participating energetically. So I ask that you please sit back, uncross your arms and legs, and start to breathe from your abdomen. Breathing in deeply. And on exhale, letting go of any and all tension, any and all worry, any and all concern for your future, and that of all those around you. Just relaxing and releasing, breathing in deeply from your abdomen. And now calling in, as you exhale, calling in your loved ones on the other side, if you are wanting an other side connection. And if you are wanting a life question, meaning about your own life, then focusing in on that, asking Spirit for answers, good answers that will help you. And while you do your little assignment, I am going to go off and invoke the Master Prayer. I'll be back in a second. And now, on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into the space your energy, I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay. Ooh, I guess I'm not breathing enough, everybody. I'm not tired tonight, just that y'all know. Last week I was very tired, but tonight I'm not tired. That's a rogue yawn. I don't know where that came from. Okay, I'm going to go to the first caller, who is T, and she has a life question. Hi, T.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, sweetheart. So what can Spirit do for you today?
I don't know where to start. I just want answers to direction and where I'm going. Because I want to change, so if that be moving, job, just some insight about where I'm at right now.
Okay. Are you, I don't remember that much about you, but I'm going to ask you, are you the person who was a social worker that wanted to become a doctor?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, wow. You always have this recurring thing going on with you. Okay, T. Hold on for a second. I'm going to ask Spirit silently if you're on your path, and if not, then we'll go to what it is. T, area code 551. You are on your path. And they're saying you're a very magical, mystical person. You know this about yourself. You are trying new things, and they're kind of working out for you. Yeah, interesting. Hold on one second. I'm going to ask them another question. This is a question I'm asking them about you. Is T supposed to be doing spirit work, please? Yes or no? No, not really. Not the work of spirit per se. You're not supposed to be an energy healer or a reader or anything like that. You're on your path, though, and you are on your path. So every now and then you think about it. You wonder, am I on my path? Am I doing the right thing? Am I,
Well,
and
I did go into school this year, so I'm like, all right. So I'm not going to school. So what am I doing here? Like, am I supposed to be moving?
Well, okay, let's approach this a little differently. Okay, she just wants to, I always have to start with a yes or no question. That's how I do it on the radio show, because it just it helps me cut through a lot of stuff. So let me just see, should she be moving, yes or no? We'll just start with that. Yes? No, not right now. You need to get the funds together. And then you will be able to move in the spring, but you will have to stay where you are right now, although the context in which you are is not really healthy for you, not really good for you at all. But you do have to weather the storm, because when the spring comes, you'll have new opportunities and you'll know more about what you want to do, and the money will be ready. And so, as all things in life, if we can use you as a focus subject, actually, but as all things in life, if the path's not opening, it's not the right path. What I'm getting is the path to move is not opening for you. You already know some of the obstacles, right? Right, T?
Well, I'm not sure if this is like for the school, for the doctor, or for the music.
Wait a minute. I'm asking you a question. Is the path? I just said a moment ago, are you that you don't have money to move right now, and so I'm asking you now for confirmation. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I have to get that kind of connection with you so I can really read right for you. Yeah, so Spirit just says not the time now, but in the spring, everything is going to come together. Like all the stars will align, so to speak, and you will be moving very, very quickly, very, very rapidly. You won't even ask anymore what you need to do. It'll all fall in place. So the caveat here is just not at the right place at the right time yet, but everything is gestating, everything is getting ready. So let's look at your heart and find out what you really want to do, and then we'll talk about what to do after that. So I'm going to go to Spirit and ask them what you really want to do. All right. And then you can tell me if you agree with that or not. The reason I'm doing that with you is I think sometimes you have trouble getting in touch with what you really want to do. So let me just see what Spirit says. Okay. Very smart. You're very athletic too, very active, a lot of energy, very smart, very charismatic. You have a lot of different gifts. But the one gift that really truly evades you is using your own heart for the work you want to do, getting in alignment with what you really want to do, what brings it back to you, the energy back to you. You don't want to be alone, and you don't like to do things alone either. That's another obstacle. You need someone to do what you really want to do with. And okay, so what I think is the thing you really want to do is probably the music more than the other things, but it doesn't seem practical because you don't have either a partner or you don't have the alignment yet. Does that resonate for you, honey?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's very important, and this is for everybody to know, that when we find out what we really want to do on a soul level, a heart level, we have to keep asking for that. And if it's not coming, then we have to simply keep asking and know that it's coming under the right circumstances. And then everything else you do to support that. Money is important to get to the goal that you have. And also I hear something about having money to produce your own music. So you need the other things for that. And that helps you put things in perspective and helps you choose, right? Helps you choose where you're going to put your effort. So the answer to moving is not until the spring when everything falls into alignment. And at that time, you will have, right now, you should be saving, you should be studying, you should be getting ahead in the area that you're in now, but only because it's money. Eventually, you will be able to get out of the house that you're in, and you will be able to get into a place that's more comfortable and to your liking. It will not be far away, but it will be your own place. And that will give you peace of mind so you can get going on the things you really want to do. And as those words spill from my mouth, I kind of remember that you were living in a place that's very dysfunctional for you, and that affects your ability to know who you are and what you really want.
Well, I live alone now. I'm just trying to see if I should relocate back to the south. I have the opportunity to do so because I'm thinking, but I'm trying to see where the alignment, if that's the right thing.
Well, I'm getting okay. Well, let me just finish this thing about you and the home. I don't let anything go because it's all meaningful and it usually means something. There's a lot of toxicity in your environment. If you're not living with someone, then someone in your vicinity where you are. Oh, I get it. You just don't like the area, maybe. Is it so? Okay, that's what it is. Very toxic for you. But you can't get out of it right away. The soonest will be right after the holidays, but I said earlier, probably the spring that you'll be able. So what I want you to do now is know that that's where you're going. And should she move to the south, yes or no? You should go where the heart is, where you really want to go. Yeah, why not? Let me just go a little deeper. Hold on. Should she move to the south, yes or no? There's a problem with that also. You don't really, I don't think you're going to want to be in the south, honey, very long. you're probably going to be moving somewhere else shortly after that. So the reason is I don't feel you can really be successful in the South. And I do feel that you will be successful eventually, and I do feel it will be with music, but eventually you'll have to go to a place that's a little bit more, that would be more supportive of that. So for now, let's just see where you go. Let's just see just sit in place, get the money, know that you're making decisions, and put yourself on course for what you really want, and then see where the chips may. But I'm not quite getting the South right now. Getting another place where music would be better. Why did you want to go to the South? Is because your mother's there, or?
Right now it's just like anything better than this. So
okay. Okay. I got it. All right. So because I don't feel that wherever you're thinking of going would really be the answer. I think it's going to be something to do with what you really want to do, and where you move is going to be supportive of that. So put it all together. Put it all together, love. I know it's dark and dreary where you are, just not a lot of, warm vibes there, but things will change, and just get ready for the change. Set everything up. Okay?
Okay.
All right, love. Thank you so much for calling in, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Christine, who's wanting another side connection. Hi, Christine. How are you doing this evening? Christine, you sound like you're a ghost. You sound like you're coming in from the other side. Whoa, that was scary. That was like the movie Poltergeist. Hello, Laura. Thank you for taking my call. That's how you sounded. Okay. All right. I'm going to chat with you just a moment or two just to get your voice vibration and get into the feeling for you. So, Christine, you're in Colorado now, you said? Right? You said you're in Colorado now? Yes, wonderful. You enjoying it there? How's the weather?
I am. I love it. It's getting a little bit colder now. It's been really hot, but now it's getting colder.
Wonderful. What part of Colorado are you in? Northern
I'm in
part?
Denver.
Is that the northern part of the state, honey? I don't know where Denver is off the top of my head.
I think it's like a little bit southern in the middle.
In the middle of the state. Okay. All right. So as I'm only asking you these questions because I want to get, your voice vibration, which helps me go to spirit. So there is a female here for you in the spirit realm. And she's very pretty. She could be a mother, or she's a full grown woman, but I don't see how old she is just yet. Mother or sister or something. It looks like she's slender. She's got a beautiful smile. She's dressed herself in a stylized way, so I'm not sure really how to interpret that yet. But I can say that I get a feeling of sweetness about her, and love, and a sense of, she might have, I don't know how to say this. She's wearing a straw hat, like a bonnet or something to protect her from the sun. And she's got curls around her face. She has a straight nose, kind eyes, and a beautiful smile. She's about mid-height, not real tall, real short, maybe about 5'5" when she's on Earth. She's slender. And I think that she could be a grandmother or a mother, or even an aunt, or even somebody more peripheral to you. I'm going to give you a little bit more detail, love, and then we'll come back to you. You can understand. I know you can't tell me if you know this person yet from what I've said. So let me just see if I can get anything else. Kind and loving person, sweet, very sweet and gentle personality. She does show me that when she's on Earth, she does have a son. So that means that she could be grandma on your father's side, or if she's grandma on your mom's side, she had a son, so you'd have an uncle, or if she could be just your mother and you have a brother. So I don't know yet. She likes animals. Well, you have a dog around you, I think, right now. I heard a dog.
Yeah.
She seems to be somebody who does like the country, and she's got some kind of a deer around her right now, a fawn. She loves the outdoors, a very special person to you, very magical and magnetic personality. I know this sounds odd because I'm not getting a usual kind of information I normally would get. I get a person that sort of looks like she'd like to garden. She's at ease in the outdoors. She would have been in an area where there would have been deer and outdoor animals, and that she would have had a son. Can you understand this for anyone you would know so far, honey?
Yes. At first I thought it was my grandmother, but now I think it's someone else who was very dear to me.
Okay. And she doesn't.
And I wasn't related to her.
You weren't really into her, you said?
I'm not related to her.
You're not related. Okay. So let me just say what else I get. Ooh, boy, she loves the outdoors. She said she's in the country a lot. Looks like she liked to garden or farm or something. Very special person to you. She's got a heart of gold. She also says she took you in for a period of time. When you left home, she said, and she needed to help you out, and you were dear to her also. You know who this is, love?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she's here caring for you in spirit realm as she cared for you on earth. She loves you very, very much. She says, don't waste your time right now with that person you're with. There's somebody that you're with right now. I believe it's a man that she's saying not to waste your time with that person. Would that make any sense to you, sweetheart?
Okay.
Would that make sense to you, love?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's not right for you.
Okay.
Not right for you, and you will get over that soon. You do need somebody to tell you this, to make it clear for you, someone that you trust, because at times it's difficult to see these things for yourself. But she says, right? She says, what I mean about that. It's like you can't see the forest for the trees sometimes, but you've been confused. You've been a little confused. But she wants you to know not to be confused at all. And she also says, go with the flow on matters like this, my dear. Go with the flow. The flow is not good right now, so don't go in that direction. In other words, the flow is taking you away from him, so go in that direction. Make sense?
Right.
All right.
Yes, absolutely.
And don't worry about him. Don't worry about any of that. There'll be someone else sooner than you can imagine that will take your heart away from him. And you won't even think about that anymore, she says. She takes your head, she puts it on her chest, she gives you a big mothering hug and kiss, and loves you very much, Christine.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, love.
I wasn't expecting to connect with her, and I needed that.
Yeah, well, Spirit has a way of doing that. Thank you, love. Bye-bye, love. Bye.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
God bless.
God bless. Bye-bye. Okay, we're going to Terry, who's got a life question. Hi, Terry. I'm sorry, Terry. I'll get with you in a moment. Hi. The switchboard slipped and you came in. Okay. What is your name? I can't. Oh, you're gonna have to get your mouth away from the mic a little bit so I can hear you better because you sound muffled.
Okay. Is it better?
A little bit. What is your name again?
What's your name? Karen Sue.
Oh boy, I can't hear you. Try it again, but keep your voice, your mouth away from the mic, and try it again, love. Your name, Karen. Okay, Karen. All right, Karen. Do you have a life question, or are you calling for an other side connection?
Actually, I was hoping for an other side connection.
Okay.
If anyone. Yeah.
All right. Well, I do feel a mother figure. You're welcome, love. And your name is Karen, right? Karen?
Yes. Well, it's officially Karen Sue, and especially my mother wanted me to be called that. So
Sharon, I can't get that.
She might be happier with that.
Could you spell that for me, honey? Oh, Karen Sue, what a pretty name. All right, because I do feel mother figure for you. Let's just see what we get here, honey. So Karen Sue.
We can ask her about that because I'm really not happy with that name anyway, and I don't always use it.
All right. Well, it's a pretty name, but it is misunderstood a lot. Okay, so let me just go now to her, especially if I can't hardly hear you on the phone line. So no problem, love. No problem. Let's see who we have for you. Okay, so I do feel a female for you coming in. She's got a rather strong will and strong personality. She's a female. I said an older generation. She could be a grandma also, or somebody that you know. There's just a mother figure or something like that. She is wearing. It looks like she's got a wig on, blackish or dark hair with bangs, and it's just coming in under the ears, above the shoulders. It also looks like she's carrying extra weight on her. And right now in the picture that she's showing me of herself, she doesn't look very happy. She's in a wheelchair or something. So that would have meant that she would have had mobility issues. And I don't know if I mentioned, but I also see her with some kind of oxygen. From what I'm telling you, would you know that yet? That for anyone you would know? Open your mind about it because it may not be your mom. Very strong image.
It was only maybe my mom at the very end of her life for a little while.
Yeah, it could be that, honey.
She had lung cancer.
Oh, okay. And she might have had problems. All right, well, hold on for a second.
My grandmother had.
Okay, so just let me say again, I see with oxygen, I see she's in a wheelchair. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have to mean she always was in one. It could mean she went to the hospital and came out and they had her in a wheelchair. I don't know. But I do see the hair is dark. She's wearing, right now it looks like she's wearing a wig, okay? And she's got bangs to it, and it comes, it's like a little bit of a page boy right above her shoulders. Okay, showing me her body a little bit more. Just looks a little mad right now, like she's not happy with what's going on or what she's going through at the moment. I'm going to try to widen it a little bit, get more information for you. So now she changes her image a bit to show me that she's slender or she's lost weight. So she gets, it looks like she was heavier before, but now she's gotten a little bit more slender. And you already said, when you answer me, I'm going to be asking you questions, Karen Sue, in a moment or two. So when you answer me, I don't want you to reveal. I just want you to give me a yes, no, or maybe. Okay? So we can let whoever this is in front of us reveal the package. Now, she does show me that she has a male that she gives birth to when she's on Earth. She has a son. Now, that could mean one of three things. Well, one of many things. You know, it could be your mother and that means you have a brother. It could mean it's your grandmother on your father's side, or it could mean it's your grandmother on your mother's side, but you have an uncle. So she shows me she does have a male son, if you will. She also says to me she has three children in total, not just one. And then there's also something about a fourth. Three, what do you mean, please? I'm asking her. You just said three, but then you went to four. Oh, and the fourth one would be you. So are you one of four children, honey?
No.
Okay. Is there any, I don't know then what she means there, but it could be three people in the family and the fourth one is you. That would mean that you'd have a sibling and you have a father and a mother. I don't know. Let's leave that alone. I'm trying to get something that you can, tell me definitely. So I see her getting very, very slender towards the end of her life and sort of fading away. She also shows me that, wow, I don't know what to make of that. Were you raised Christian or Catholic?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to make of that then. Hold on.
I don't have a brother also.
Okay, but you heard.
So it could be either grandmother.
Could be a grandma. And she says, three children, but you're one of them, meaning maybe your grandchild, so we'll just say that. Or there's three of something under her, okay? So I know if you can't figure it out, it's okay, love. Don't worry about it. But if it was a grandma on your father's side, there could be 3 children right under her. And one of them is a son, something like that. But let me just see if I could develop it a little bit more. So anyway, she gets very, very thin towards the end of her life. It looks like she's got something going on with religion, spiritual. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but she's kind of showing me in a way and saying something about that. But very a religious or spiritual experience before she transitions. So something that goes on with her on Earth. And it might have been something that was said. Otherwise, she wouldn't be telling it to us. Maybe she said she saw God before she died or something like that. So that's another kind of clue here. And she also says, you are a very spiritual person yourself. She says you believe in God and that you're a very spiritual person. She also says you're very gifted in this area. You're gifted in the area of spirituality. You, Karen Sue, a very gifted healer or spiritual person. Would that make sense to you, please?
Somewhat. I've been trying to find out what my actual gifts are.
Oh, okay. Well, whoever. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, healing is very broad. Could she be more specific?
Let's just leave it alone. Let her do the talking, okay? For now, you're not in the driver's seat, okay? Let her do the talking, all right? Let's get the connection tight, all right? And once we get the connection tight, then you can go back and forth like that. But I probably won't be able to do that with you on the radio because I have to run to other people. But let me just see if we can make a positive ID on who the heck she is. So she was telling me you're very spiritual too. She cares for you very much. She loves you very much. There's 4 children under her. So I'm going to say that again, 4. Okay. There was 3 of something, and then she added in a 4th. So if it's not you, maybe there's 4 grandchildren in total. When they say that, it could mean right under them or sometimes including grandchildren. But again, I'm going to say dark hair, looked like a wig. Looks like she's got oxygen going in at her nose. Looks like she's in a wheelchair at one point. So that means she either needed care, had care, or she couldn't walk. And I'm going to see if there's anything else she wants to show me before I come back to you. Oh, yeah, I remember what I said, that she had a spiritual experience before she passed away. So you don't know who this is, honey?
No, not really.
Okay. I'm going to have to let you go. I'm going to have to let you go, sweetheart, because if I'm not making a positive connection, I'm just not, and I'm not going to stretch it. Okay? You can call in.
Well, I'm thinking of possibly my maternal grandmother. But she was thinking in terms of my sister and I being also her children.
Okay. Well, then there would be 4 under there, and there was a male under her as well.
Yeah, my uncle.
Oh, okay. Did she ever, well, she had oxygen. And did this woman ever have a problem breathing or need oxygen? Do you know if she ever had oxygen going in her mouth?
The very end of her life as well.
Okay. And she needed medical care, that she would have been in a wheelchair, or she might have had problem walking?
Yes.
All right. So
she used the wheelchair on and off to help her get around for a few months before the end also.
Oh, okay. Now, when you can recognize things, then I can tighten the connection. If you can't, then I can't. You know, it's just the way it is. I can't do anything with it. So now that you can recognize these, so now you can recognize some of these things. Did she ever wear a wig, honey, or did she have dark hair? Because I see bangs and it comes up to her a little bit like shoulder length.
Only when she was a young girl, she had long dark hair.
Okay.
But she always had beautiful, like, silver hair.
Okay.
Short.
Okay. So we'll leave the hair out of it. We'll leave the hair out of it.
As an elderly lady.
Did she have a wider nose and full lips, please?
I think so. I think you could describe it that way.
Okay. And she does show me that she's somehow spiritual or religious. She's something very spiritual about her. Do you know anything about that?
Well, she was very into the religion. Not very, but just on the holidays.
Okay, that's fine. Now, was it a Christian?
But I don't know. Maybe she had a personal experience, religious experience in the last days that I didn't know of.
there's a reason I'm asking, for two reasons. One is what you were just answering about the spiritual experience, but there's something she showed me, I saw clairvoyantly, which was making me ask you that question. It would, from my perspective, I was raised Catholic. When I would go to church as a child, we had to wear something on her head. So she showed me that she was wearing something on her head, which meant to me she was Christian of some sort. Or that she had to wear something on her head when she went to worship. That's why I was asking you that question. So I guess many different religions, women wear things on their head, so I'll leave that alone because she didn't show me anything else. She's coughing a bit to show me she has a problem with the lungs. Now, did grandma on your mother's side have a problem with the lungs, love? Do you know that?
No, she had a heart condition.
Okay.
Heart attack.
All right. See, she's not coming in as clearly as a lot of other souls do. So I have to just allow it to be what it is. I can't force the connection. So for tonight, we're going to leave it at this. And if you call another time, maybe we'll get a tighter connection. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Karen.
Fair enough. Thank you so much.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I can't, if people don't understand it, that's fine. I can't force it. But when I do get a connection, when the person can recognize, then the connection tightens. Okay, moving to Terry. Terry, hi, honey.
Laura.
Yes.
Hi. First, I want to wish you a happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet of you. I didn't, it's funny. I didn't say much on the show when it happened. It was like 2 months ago, so no big deal. What else were you going to say? What?
Well, now my question is, I'm wondering if there's someone hanging around here in terms of a spirit. A lot of times I see my dog like playing or getting, like, paying attention to somebody that I can't see, and his tail wagging.
Oh, how cute.
So, yeah.
Well,
So I'm just wondering if there's somebody around.
Okay. I thought you were asking a life question. That's what you said initially. Not a problem. I do feel that there's a male who's coming into the home every now and then. He's on the taller side, good-looking man, and he says he lived with you. Would you know who that is?
Well, the gentleman that used to live here, he was old. He passed away.
Well, there's a male there, and it feels like an older male. I don't know. Did I say he was young? Because I don't think I gave him an age. Yeah, I see a male there, and I see the dog looking at a male. Okay. Now, if you want, I can go in a little more detail on who that is and why he's saying hello to the dog. Oh, he says because no one else will see me, and he laughs a little bit. He also, do you know the male? Because he's giving me information. Because he shows me he was a smoker when he was on Earth. Would you know anything about that?
My dad, maybe?
It could be your father. Was he a smoker?
Yeah, he was. And he died of lung cancer, and he loved animals.
Okay. Well, he said he was a smoker, and he has a little bit of a sardonic? Is there such a word? Sarcastic is not really the right word, but satirical sense of humor, like saying, that's, I'm around because blah, blah, blah. Anyway, there he is. It's a tall, good-looking male, he says. I love you very much. He's sending love to the family. Oh, that's what he meant. Because he says he's coming in and talking to the dog because no one else can see him. So that's the satirical sense of humor, if you will. So would you agree Dad had a satirical sense of humor?
Yes.
All right. Well, he loves you very, very much. He's tickling you a little bit on your chin, but he's also tickling the dog every now and then. Dog loves him. He gives her a little milk bone or treat every now and then. He loves the dog. He loves your mother. He loves the family. He says, give everybody my regards. He says, sleep deeply, my dear. Sleep deeply tonight to you. And there's a reason for that. I want to see what he means. It's just sleep deeply. He says, just sleep well. Just sleep well. You do sleep well in general, Terry. He says, but I want you to just sleep well, have sweet dreams tonight. He says, I don't mean anything by it more than that. He says, I love you all very, very much. It's very good fortune for me to have been able to come in this evening the way I have. He says, it's not often that one gets to speak to their daughter through the veil, if you will. So that's basically his message to you. Is there anything else you want to say or ask? Because he is a clear communicator at this time.
Oh, I kind of asked, I would ask the dog if that was him. Of course, I didn't get an answer, but I always sensed that maybe it could be him. So, yeah, and then I thought maybe my other pets that have crossed over were maybe around.
Okay, well, let me just look at, I want to do something with your existing dog in the house. I see a dog sitting on the kitchen floor, or a floor that has either tile or linoleum. I think it's the kitchen. And she or he is, I think it's a female. Is it a female dog, love? Is that what you have? Female?
Have a male now.
Okay. And I see, I'm not doing the other side yet. I'm just talking about the one that's alive. That he is sitting there looking at you with his tail banging back and forth on the floor, like it's wagging kind of, but happy kind of thing. Is the dog looking at you right now?
No, he's just laying down.
Okay. Well, I'm getting that vision because I guess you need to do is next time your dog's sitting up there and staring at you, just ask your dog the question, is that Dad? And see what the dog does. Because I think the dog's going to do that with its tail wagging and sit there looking at you and open its mouth and go a little bit. So cute. Okay, so I'll take a quick look to see if there's any animals with Dad. Well, did anybody in the family have a parrot or a bird like a parrot?
Well, we had a little bird, a parakeet.
Yeah, there you go. Well, he's showing me that. He loved the bird so much, he said. Okay, what else, Dad? Anybody else? Because you want to know the dogs. I'm giving you a little extra time, Terry, because you had to wait there. So just bear with me, honey.
Okay.
I usually only do one soul per person. I know it sounds weird, right? So only one hot dog per bun, one soul per person. Dad? Any dogs or cats or anything? Dogs mostly, he says. We all love animals. We all love animals in the family, dogs mostly. Okay, there is a dog. It looks like it's a larger dog with a lot of fur, fluffy. Looks like it has a longer snout and ears that kind of go up. And it also looks like the fur is on the lighter side, and that sometimes could be just the way the light is coming in. But I don't know breeds that well. So it could be a husky. It could be a white fur dog with a lot of fur that's like a husky or Alaskan husky or a German shepherd, but it's on the bigger side. Does that make sense to you, honey, for any of your dogs?
Not that I can recall. He had a little poodle. He wasn't real small, but he had a poodle that we were very fond of. And I had 2 cats that have crossed over and a little chihuahua.
Oh, well, was the chihuahua long-haired?
No.
Okay. Okay. So let me just let me strike the record. Let's say it's not a bigger dog because none of you had bigger dogs, right? Let's say I made a mistake there.
Right.
But it's got a lot of fur.
What's his dog? Oh.
What was that, honey?
The dog I have now is very big.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm still on the energy of the dog you have now. Does it have longer fur? Or a lot of fur?
No, he's got short
fur. Okay. Well, okay. So I see a dog. It could be the poodle. Okay, it could be the poodle. It was the poodle on the lighter side?
Yes, white.
Okay, and a lot of fur. Or hair. I think poodles have hair. Longer snout. Okay, so what I did was I saw a lot of hair, a lot of fur, and I saw a longer snout. So that's probably the poodle. Okay, he loved that dog very much. It was like his child, actually, highly intelligent. He also says the dog lived to like 14 or 15 years old. Would you know that?
I didn't know how long he lived. I wanted to hijack him
Oh.
because my mom wasn't very nice to him. And
Oh.
so I wanted to hijack him, but at that time I couldn't have a pet.
Oh, well, I get the dog lived beyond 15 years old, maybe 15, 16, 17 years old. He loved that dog very, very much. It was like a child to him. And he says, I love you very much because you really are my child. He's got a great sense of humor. He loves you very, very much, sweetheart. Take care of your life. Take care of everyone around you. And I love you so much. And that would be it for tonight, Terry. Thank you so much, honey, for calling in.
Thank you so much, Laura. Thank you. And happy birthday again.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I am now going to the person who seems to be waiting the longest in the queue, and this is coming from 305 area code. Hello, 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 and your name is? Hello.
Hi, Laura. It's Yvette.
Hi,
From
Eve.
305.
Yeah, hi, Eva. How you doing?
Doing great. It's Yvette.
Yvette. Yes, I know
Yes.
305 is Florida. Usually, I mean, it's a cell phone. It could be a cell phone. You're somewhere else. But everybody listening, Yvette is from Miami area code. So what can we do for you, Yvette?
Yes.
What can we do for you, darling?
Well, I would love another side connection if possible.
Okay, let's see what we can do for you here. The first thing I do get is males around you. A younger male, and also a male that's more lateral to you in energy, like a father. Well, he's not lateral.
Yes.
Well, they're saying father, and suddenly they're popped in father. Lateral usually would mean to me like a brother or someone like that, but then they just popped in the word father, and then you said yes. All right. But there's a few different men. I just want to acknowledge that, honey, before I go develop father, since obviously that's who you want me to develop. So there's a younger male that would be in spirit, and that would be okay. Did you lose a brother? Did your parents lose a brother, honey?
Yes.
Yeah, and he would be younger than you. Is that correct, love?
My brother was older.
Okay, but he was younger when he died. Was he younger when he died, love?
Yes.
Okay, because he feels young right now. Okay, so maybe they're just trying to show me that. All right, so let me go to Dad. He's there with your brother. First of all, he says wants you to know that your brother is.
No. But if you see a younger one, it could be my son.
Oh,
so there's a few. There's father, brother, son.
Oh, okay, because I did feel a young. All right, I thought I had identified it then because I felt a younger person to you like a son. I felt a brother to you, and then also the word father popped in. So your family's very communicative, very communicative. Now, is there anyone that? Well, let me go to spirit and see who they want to develop. Okay, I have to let them do that, Yvette. Okay.
Thank you. Yes.
Son is most important to develop if you're okay with that. Can we do that, Yvette?
Of course.
Right.
Yes.
All right, let's see what we could do with this. I love you very much, Mommy. Thank you for asking me to come in. He says, I'm around you a lot in the house. Don't worry about that. I won't be there forever. I won't always be there. I just want to make you feel comfortable right now because the loss is rather recent. Would you understand the loss is recent, Yvette?
Yes.
Yes. So you will get over it eventually, he says, and I'm trying to help you with that. Don't feel so sad all the time. I am with you. I am with you in the house. It's funny that these are the first words he's coming in with. Usually I get another way of doing this, but I always go with the way spirit leads. And he wants to first give you a lot of soothing. And that's very important for you, Yvette. And thank you for being so brave, Yvette, for hearing the messages. He says, I'm looking in on you often. I'm looking in on you all the time, actually, until you get over this loss. He says, it will not be long for you before I find a new place in spirit realm and that you won't need me as much anymore. He says, thank you for lighting the candles for me that you light. Are you lighting candles for him, please?
Absolutely.
Every night. He says, I know you're doing this. And I know it's hard for you. I'm going to cry.
Mm-hmm.
something about you being alone or leaving you alone. I'm trying to get the information on that. Don't fear I'm alone. I'm not alone. Well, okay, we know that because you know, your father came in and your brother came in and other people are there in spirit. There's a mother figure with him. He's not alone at all. Don't worry about that. He's not in a bad place. He's not in hell. He says, I'm in heaven with my family and loved ones and everybody that's very spiritual. And he says, I'm being well taken care of. He says, I want you to take care of yourself and don't be alone so much. Don't be alone. Particularly at night is the hardest time for you to be alone. He says, don't be alone at night. Try to have people around you until you get over this. Now, usually and I'm trying to get him to do this, Yvette. Give me some particulars. Rather than him talk to you about yourself, give me some particulars about him. So let me see if I could go back to him. I can't control him completely as to want to go to those directions, but let's see if he'll do that for us, please. So we have as a recent loss. We have that you're lighting candles. We have that you're getting over the loss. And I didn't ask you, but I'm assuming you do feel his presence at times, Yvette?
I do.
Okay.
I do, and maybe through music or, I see signs.
Okay.
I do.
All right, love.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me now go. I'm going to be silent for a moment, Yvette. Go to him. I love you very much, Mom. You took care of me so well when I was around. You did so much for me. I only want to do for you now, if I can, help you in your way, in your life. Okay? You took care of me. You took care of me all the time. Anything I wanted, you were always there for me. Okay? You want to tell us how you transitioned or something else about your life on Earth, please? I'm asking him, Yvette.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'm just letting you know I'm asking him about his life on Earth. And he just, the only thing he said so far is that you took care of him. I'm trying to gently redirect him back to information that I would call evidence. But he says you took care of him. Now, that could mean a lot of things, It could mean that you cooked dinner for him every now and then, or it could mean that you were still raising him as a young child. I don't have any of that yet. I'm trying to get it from him if he wants to give it to me. So I have to go silent for a moment, Yvette. So just bear with me. So he does present as a person who's not a child any longer when he transitioned. He's older. Let me just see if I can get the age. A little older than that. Older than some of the people. He's an adult or a young adult, but he's not a child. Would you agree with that, please, Yvette?
Yeah.
All right. He doesn't know what to do with himself when he's on Earth. He's lost and confused. Would you understand that, please, Yvette?
Yeah.
There's trouble emotionally for him. And also in his family, in his home, he's upset about something before he transitions. And you know what he means by that, he says. And he says, I won't talk about it any more than that, other than to let you know I'm okay and that I'm with good people, friends. So I'm going to leave it at that, but you understand what he means by that, right, Yvette?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. He wants you to know he's safe. He's with friends and family. And he loves you tremendously. And he says, thank you for asking him to come in this evening.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. I'm so sorry for your loss, love. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
I know that typically we have one person, but my brother always seems to be around, but he seldom speaks because,
Yes, you have other
he's
loss.
almost like yeah, he's like my angel, I want to say. My brother's been, we were very close, so I don't know if there's any way he can speak or communicate, in other words.
Oh, all right. Well, I try to only do one soul per person calling because I have several people waiting and I'm trying to spread the wealth. But if you call another time, maybe we can pull him in then, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Yvette. God bless, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm now going to go to this person who's called in on Skype, I believe. Hi there. This is Laura. Hello. Hello. Well, whoever it is stepped away. So I'm going to go to the other person here who's waiting a long time. Hi, 954. What's your name? Hello?
Fran?
Fran, is that my Fran?
I can't believe this. I'm listening. I didn't even call you beforehand, and I'm on.
All right, sweetheart.
That's great.
What can Spirit do
I
for
want to
you?
hear the other side. I want to, if you could, Laura, appreciate a message from the other side.
All right. Well, I know you have a mom in spirit, and she's saying she loves you very much. And she also says, don't be so cranky all the time. She says, she says, you're getting out with friends. She says, what else do you want? You're doing, you're doing things. You're having fun. You're getting out with friends. And she says, don't bother so much with the crying and all. Not crying, but being cranky. Anyway, she's telling you to cheer up. So, this is a similar way that moms would talk to their daughters. For some reason, she does show me she shows me herself in a life memory, like a vision right now, as if she's sitting in her kitchen, and when she's on Earth, that she would have had a kitchen. It looks like it's got a Formica table. Looks like her hair is around. It looks like she's dying at this time in her life. They can show it at whatever time they want to show. She has a straight nose, full lips, and her hair is a little bit on the curly side, and it's just under her, it's layered, and it's not terribly short, but it's on the shorter side, like from medium to shorter. It's curly, and it also has a slight auburn kind of look to it, and fair skin. Would Mom have looked like that, please?
Yes, absolutely.
She's going to give me.
I got a haircut just yesterday, and I said to him, I look like my mom.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
There you go.
There you go. So she's trying to show you that. Yeah, she says, you look just like me sometimes. She says, she's going with a high voice. In a certain light, you look just like me, and I think you're so beautiful. You look gorgeous these days. You're just a beautiful, stunning woman, a young woman. So, she'll always see you as a stunning, beautiful woman, daughter, and how beautiful you are. And she loves you so much. Big hugs, big kisses. She shows me a little more about her life on Earth. See her, it looks like her torso got a little stocky. Her legs are thin when she gets a little bit older. There's something going on in her chest area. She wants to show me her torso, about her health. So generally, just a little thicker in the torso, but slender arms and slender legs. Let me see if she wants to give me two things she's given me. As soon as she gave them to me, she pulled them away. So hold on for a second.
Okay.
One is about her mind and being very bright, very smart. She says she's a very intelligent person, very charismatic. People loved her and love her, like you. People love you. And the other thing is, okay, would you have had a brother, please? Did she give birth to a boy also?
My mom?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And she could have lost it.
She gave birth to a boy, but before me, but he died.
Yeah, because she's showing me her.
But she looked at 90 seconds.
She's showing me her womb, and she's showing me a boy coming from the womb, but like as if it would have died. That's why I was asking you. Yeah. So she's giving very good evidence.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's giving very good evidence. So tonight I want to go to personal message because we're coming near the end of the show. To you,
okay.
She loves you very, very much. You're such a kind thinker. She says you're such a kind person. She uses a 60
seconds.
Some kind of a term that would be like sugar or something in Yiddish. How do you say sugar in Yiddish, honey?
Oh God, sugar in Yiddish. I'll have to look it up.
Well, she's calling you Shamalaya or something, or Shamala something.
Shayna.
Oh, Shayna is pretty?
Like a Shane.
Shane, okay.
Yeah, Shayna.
Yeah, but she's using it longer, a longer version of that, like Shemala or something like that, like my love. She said to you, she says, I love you so much. I love you so much. Take care of yourself. Take care of your life. Don't look back. Only look forward. There are good things coming to you in the near future. I see everything you want for yourself. And don't be so nervous all the time. Everything is coming the way you want it. So
10 seconds.
So her message is one of hope and faith, and that everything is going to work out to your liking, my dear. I have to say goodbye now. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. God bless, honey, and I'll talk to you all soon. I'll let you go now. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, friend.
Okay, honey.
Oops, I'm sorry, cut her off a little bit there. Everybody, I want to say good night. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to working with you all in the near future. Let me see if I could get Fran back. Fran, did you say something?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Lauren. Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Sorry about cutting you off like that, love. All right, take care, honey. Bye-bye.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Okay, honey.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, everybody, take care and have a beautiful evening. I look forward to working with you in the near future. Namaste.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.